The air feels tight even before the camera settles. A long table gleams under harsh white lights, and the slow murmur inside the chamber suddenly drops as a single name is announced. Suspended EMPD Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi rises, straightens his jacket and steps forward. Cameras lock onto him. Reporters lean in. A faint metallic tap echoes, the sound of a recorder switching on, and for a moment the room freezes, caught between anticipation and uncertainty as he prepares to testify before the Madlanga Commission. The microphone draws closer as he sits, its red ring illuminating his face. Advocates shuffle papers. Chairs adjust. The tension breaks only when he clears his throat, and every eye in the chamber turns toward him. His expression is unreadable, fixed somewhere between resolve and caution. Outside the frame, a door shuts, sealing him inside the weight of the moment. A commissioner nods for him to begin. The room waits for his first words, aware that whatever he says next will echo far beyond these walls. 8 more seconds pass as the lead evidence lawyer leans forward. Her glasses catch the overhead lights. Her voice is measured as she begins with the formalities, confirming his name, position, and the fact of his suspension. He responds quietly at first, then firmer, his tone controlled but edged with the strain of someone who has spent months under scrutiny. His hands clasp together on the table. He keeps his gaze ahead, only breaking it when a specific question forces him to shift uneasily in his seat. The public gallery listens in near silence. Another 8 seconds stretch into a slow pull-in of the camera. The commissioners exchange glances as the first substantive line of questioning begins. The evidence leader reads from a thick bundle, her voice steady as she references previous testimony. Mkhwanazi sits upright, breathing through the tension. He leans slightly toward the mic, preparing to clarify his position. For a moment he pauses, glancing at the document in front of him, choosing his phrasing with meticulous care. The room stays locked on him. 2 minutes unfold as the exchange deepens. The commission probes specific operational decisions made during his tenure, and he responds with lengthy explanations, sometimes technical, sometimes defensive, often emphasizing procedure and chain of command. His face tightens when asked about internal relations within EMPD leadership, especially his interactions with certain senior figures whose names have surfaced previously in testimony. He maintains that professional boundaries were respected and insists that his conduct adhered to internal regulations. Every statement draws a cluster of notes from the panel. At one point he shifts, clasping his hands tightly, as a commissioner asks him to detail the nature of his communication with colleagues during periods of heightened internal tension. He takes a breath before answering, clarifying that he had no involvement in any form of misconduct, and that any interpretations of his actions outside official documentation misunderstand the context. The evidence leader presses him gently but unrelentingly to ground his statements in procedure, in traceable events, in the documented record of his service. His responses come measured, occasionally pausing to refer to an exhibit placed before him. The camera captures the strain building, not chaotic, but controlled, as if every sentence must pass through multiple levels of self-review before it reaches the microphone. Observers in the gallery lean forward as he attempts to distinguish his decisions from those of other officers mentioned in prior hearings. His voice grows steadier as he discusses protocol. The commissioners continue rotating questions, ensuring clarity, ensuring precision, ensuring the official record reflects exactly what he intends to assert. When the final segment comes into view, the atmosphere sharpens. Advocates conclude their core line of questioning and shift to procedural wrap-up. Mkhwanazi adjusts his chair one last time, his shoulders dropping slightly as he senses the session drawing toward its end. The commissioners ask if he wishes to add anything further for the record. He pauses, glancing momentarily at the gallery, then returns his eyes to the panel. His final statement is brief but deliberate, crafted to reaffirm his position, his service, and his insistence on transparency in the process surrounding him. The chairperson nods, signaling the close of his appearance for the day. Papers are gathered, microphones dim, cameras pull back. As Mkhwanazi stands, the low hum of the chamber slowly rises again, releasing the tension that held it still from the moment he walked in. He steps away from the table, escorted toward the exit while reporters prepare their summaries. The doors open, and he disappears